Now, we know of at least 2 deaths in the Malibu area from the Palisades fire, and today, investigators from the LA County Medical Examiner's Office sifted through debris at a burned-out home on PCH where someone was reported missing. And just a few hours ago, LAPD Chief Jim McDonald reported 1 death in the community of Pacific Palisades.
And tonight, Pat, we're also getting the full scope of the devastation in Pacific Palisades. This is video from SkyCal this morning. Street after street just wiped out, as you see here. 5,300 structures destroyed in this fire alone. Those include residential, commercial, RVs, sheds, or other minor buildings.
Well, only 6% of the blaze is under containment tonight. The winds have slowed down, allowing firefighters to make some headway. And Tom Wade is live in Pacific Palisades with the very latest at the 9 o'clock hour. Tom?
And good evening to you, Pat and Juan. You know, it's interesting. My photographer, Francisco, and I were just looking up at the sky, and it's crystal clear right now. It's so weird. The contrast is surreal and bizarre, especially when you look at the destruction here. Look at this. This is along Sunset Boulevard. We were just looking at Google Maps to see what these shops were. Just a bunch of different shops here along the boulevard here. People's businesses. It was a luggage repair shop, a shoe repair shop, Palisades Kitchen and Bath, and it's just all gone. We're standing in the parking lot of what was Ralph's here, and that's gone too. You know, it's just heartbreaking to hear the stories out here tonight, but there's also a spirit here that is so strong, and people are determined to rebuild. Eerie, apocalyptic, unrecognizable. Fire transformed the Palisades, where beachside idyllic neighborhoods once stood, now just endless smoldering ruins. People's homes and lives upended, so much loss.
You think of all the memories and hangouts with friends as a kid, and it's absolutely devastating. I'm heartbroken.
Augie Silk was born and raised in the Palisades. The home where he spent his whole life burned along with countless others.
Looks like, you know, World War II. I mean, we're World War III, you know, I mean, you look like an atomic bomb went off. It's absolutely devastating, unrecognizable.
The scale of the destruction is mind-boggling and surreal. Burned out cars along Sunset are still here from Tuesday night. People jumped out of them, fleeing for their lives. Crews later bulldozed the cars to the side of the road to make room for emergency vehicles, and everywhere, block after block, as far as the eye can see, utter devastation.
Objects are replaceable. We just got to reflect. I think it's important in this time to honestly just take a moment and just be for a minute and just be still.
Some homes were somehow spared. Dirk Michaels lives near Marquez Elementary, one of the few homes in the entire neighborhood that did not burn. Michaels says he was overwhelmed with emotion when he returned to his street.
I literally got on my knees and I sobbed. It was devastating. And then I got around the corner and I said, how is this possible? These 5 homes are standing, ours is in the middle. So I was happy on one hand, but not really because of the devastation for our friends and neighbors.
The house is okay. My aunt's house is on that same block. We were told it burned to the ground, but it was one of a few that somehow escaped the raging firestorm. Firefighters even managed to stop the flames from spreading at the home next door.
Only these 5 homes stand surreal. If anybody would have told me that could happen, I would have said, yeah, you know what, that's a nice science fiction, but it's never going to happen. And then it happened.
The scale of this disaster is still just coming into focus, and it's going to take a very long time to process what's happened and then rebuild.
I think you get with your family and you just kind of take a moment and just realize that we're going to get through this.
And I just want to send a personal thank you to the incredible officers at the LAPD, the firefighters from San Francisco who came down here that I met today at my aunt's block, and my also all the neighbors there who were helping. My aunt didn't have much time to get stuff out, and I grabbed a few photos and things today when I was able to go by her house. You're looking live right now at Ralph's, or what was Ralph's, here on Sunset Boulevard. I was talking about that in the introduction to this report here. It's just something, it looks like a bomb hit it. It looks like a missile dropped on it or something. It's unrecognizable. And I was saying this earlier, I was just thinking to myself, you know, a week ago, people were coming in and out of here buying stuff, just doing their routine errands, no big deal, right? Just kind of maybe after work grabbing a bite to eat. And now this place is just in ruins. It's gonna, it's obviously completely, it's destroyed. They're gonna have to raise this like so many other buildings here in the Palisades. But there is that fighting spirit that we heard there from people there in the piece, that they're not ready. They're not giving up. They're gonna fight through this. They're gonna make things better. And and while it's wonderful, and I'm so happy for my family and my aunt, my parents have a couple staying with them who also live here in the Palisades. Their house burned to the ground. So there's just a huge range of emotions. And while you're happy, of course, that your family member is okay and that this family home, this is our family gathering spot, that it's okay. You just know that so many other people's houses are not, and it's hard to be happy, even when something good is happening in such a tough time.
Yeah, you almost feel guilty if you're happy, I mean,
Sure
that's
do.
just a common, that goes along with everything that's happened. You know what I've noticed, guys, that's different today or different tonight? It's pretty quiet where you are, Tom.
Very quiet.
It's quiet.
Yeah,
You don't hear.
it is, and it's nice. It's yeah.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
And I think, Pat, to your point, the quiet is, it's not just the air support, the choppers, the planes or the fixed wing support. It's, to your point, Pat, it's there's not as much wind, right? And that was just the devastating, awful ingredient combined with a fire that made this such a nightmarish, apocalyptic scene here Tuesday night, when you have all of those ingredients together. It just created such a horrible situation. But really, one of the telling things too, though, was so many people complied with the evacuation orders and got out of here. There were so many people never thought, including my aunt and my family, we never thought that part of the Palisades was ever going to be impacted by fire because of where it is. And I think my cousin even said to me, I hope I'm not in trouble for saying this, but she told me that her mom, my aunt, said to her at one point, if my house burns down because of fire, the Palisades is going to, the whole Palisades is going to be, in danger. And she was right. It shows you just kind of the scope of this, the scale of it, and how much was destroyed in such a short amount of time. And firefighters just did everything they could. They worked tirelessly. They worked relentlessly. And I'm sure it breaks their heart too, because they want to save every house. They want to save every family's home. And, they can only do so much when you have this hellish storm that turned this fire into a monster that just couldn't be controlled.
And like you said, Tom, in about 72 hours, all this took place, devastating communities near and far.
No question. And we want to remind people, Tom, the last we checked with Mike Rogers, the Palisades fire was at 6% containment. But in the bottom left hand of our screens, we're showing people there's still active flames, still active fire in the Palisades.
Yeah. And we saw that today, just next door to my aunt's house. There was a house that wasn't on fire, at one point, and then all of a sudden, boom, it just explodes. Flames shooting out of the roof, and firefighters just sat there for hours and hours dousing it. They had a tanker truck there, and they were determined to make sure that fire was out, because they knew that if they left it, they told me, they said, if we leave, we cannot let any hotspots here, because if we do, more homes that are still standing could be in danger. And they take it so personally. They care so much.
Yeah, we're far from being in the clear,
About,
that's for sure.
About these, yeah.
All right, Tom, thank you so much.
We are far from being clear, yeah.
Mm-hmm.